Here's a pretty cool way to create a 3D grid using a couple of built-in tools in Photoshop, actually filters. So we're going to start off with a new layer, and under the filter menu, render 3D transform. Now if you don't see 3D transform under your render menu, that's because it doesn't install automatically. You have to go find a folder called goodies on your original installation disk, and you will find it on there. Once it's ready and running, then basically all we're going to do is create a couple of boxes, just taking this box tool and dragging and dropping. I'm just going to drag a couple of these. I don't have any great plan in mind, but just sort of something like this. Then you take this rotation tool and you basically just rotate it around until you see the look you want. I want to make sure I can sort of see the contrast there, something like that, so I can see the sides. Then I click OK, and that will fill that shape onto my layer. I'm going to make another new layer. Now I could, and I may actually use this as part of a collage, but what we want to do is make an interesting 3D grid out of that. And we do that using the vanishing point filter. So here in vanishing point, all I need to do is basically just use the grid tool to draw over one of the sides of my 3D box. Should be relatively simple to do that. And then I just extend the grid. If I hold down the Command or Control key, it will follow the edge of my box. Now, one thing you may find, like in this case, it doesn't follow exactly because Vanishing Point and the 3D Transform filter have a different opinion as to what is really 3D, but you can basically get the effect you want. Now, what I want to do is try and now extend it over these shapes too. So once again, hold down Command or Control to go up this edge, and even though it doesn't match up perfectly, it should still work. Command or Control again, and go off this side, and we'll put this right off the edge. And then do the same thing on this side. Just up this side, and then, whoops, missed that one a little bit. Hold down Command or Control again, and zip right off that side. Now, the trick is, if I just left it like this, I would get this grid as you see here. Now, normally people use Vanishing Point to put things on this box, but all I'm going to do is a nice little trick. Hold down the Option or Alt key, click OK, and that will put the grid on the layer. So if I hide my box, I've got this really cool little 3D grid. It's in blue just because that's the way Vanishing Point works, but I'm just going to make white my foreground color and do Option Shift or Alt Shift Delete. So actually on the Macintosh it will be Option Shift Delete, on PC Alt Shift Backspace. And let's move this up a little bit and basically just lower the opacity down and get a pretty cool looking 3D grid just like that. Huh, check it out. Pretty cool. Oh, one more thing I thought after I finished filming, we could also, of course, use that original 3D shape and try some, I don't know, strange combination of blend modes and opacity to have it sort of be part of the artwork as well. And the other cool part is once you've made this 3D grid, you can reuse it for all kinds of other purposes. I'm Dave Cross. We'll see you next time.